Ever had a crush on someone but didn't know how to get their attention? What if I told you, you don't need fancy pickup lines, grand gestures, or even to try hard to make them like you? In this video, I'm going to share how you can naturally draw someone closer to you without begging for attention, without changing who you are, and without losing your self-respect. Stick around, because this might be the easiest way to get someone to fall for you, without even trying. Number 7, give them silent signals. The strongest connections aren't built with words, they're built with energy. When you want someone to feel drawn to you, you don't chase, you don't beg, you don't force it. Instead, you let your presence do the work. A slow, knowing glance across the room, a smile that lingers just a second longer than necessary. The way you hold yourself when they're near, confident, but not desperate. These are the silent signals that pull people in without a single word. People are wired to want what they can't fully understand. If you're always available, always talking, always obvious in your interest, the mystery disappears. But when you're just out of reach, when they have to wonder what you're thinking, that's when they start paying real attention. Your silence speaks louder than any confession. Your subtle energy does more work than any grand romantic speech. Let them come to you. Let their mind fill in the gaps. The human heart craves what it can't immediately grasp, and that's where true attraction begins. Number 6, the 80-20 law of attraction. Most people believe love is about giving 100% of yourself to someone else, but that's not how desire works. The truth, you should only give 80% and let them chase the remaining 20. When you hold back just a little, you create space for them to want more. This isn't about manipulation, it's about self-respect. If you're always the one texting first, always the one making plans, always the one putting in more effort, they'll start taking you for granted. But when you pull back slightly, when you let them come to you, something shifts. They start wondering, why aren't they as available? What are they thinking? That curiosity turns into attraction. The 80-20 rule means you stay engaged, but never desperate. You show interest, but never obsession. You let them meet you halfway. If they don't, they were never really yours to begin with. Think about it. When was the last time you truly wanted something that was handed to you too easily? The things we chase, the people we fight for, are the ones that feel just out of reach. Not because they're playing hard to get, but because they know their worth. That's the energy you need to embody. Before moving to our next strategy, if you are enjoying watching the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Number 5, the reverse psychology trick. The harder you try to make someone love you, the more they pull away. It's human nature. We want what we can't have. So instead of chasing, do the opposite. Act like you don't need them. Not in a cold way, not in a fake way, but in a way that shows you're perfectly fine with or without them. When you stop seeking their approval, they start seeking yours. When you stop waiting for their texts, they wonder why you're not responding as eagerly. When you're living your life fully, happy, busy, thriving, without clinging to them, they begin to see you differently. Suddenly, you're not just another option, you're the prize. This isn't about playing games, it's about shifting your mindset. If they sense you're wrapped up in them, they lose interest. But if they sense you're independent, confident, and unbothered, they'll work harder to keep you close. Number 4, the Be You method. Nothing is more attractive than someone who is completely, unapologetically themselves. No act, no pretending, no desperate attempts to fit into someone else's idea of perfect. When you own who you are, flaws, quirks, and all, people either accept you or they don't. And the right person will always choose the real you over a fake version. Too many people change themselves to fit what they think their crush wants. They laugh at jokes they don't find funny. They pretend to like things they don't care about. They dim their light to make someone else comfortable. But that's the fastest way to kill attraction. Confidence isn't about being flawless. It's about being real. Laugh loudly if you want to. Talk about your weird hobbies. Wear what makes you feel good. The right person won't just tolerate these things. They'll fall in love with them. Because nothing is more rare, more intoxicating than someone who doesn't seek permission to exist. Number 3, the silent seduction. Attraction isn't always loud. In fact, the most powerful form of seduction is silence. It's in the way you enter a room without needing to dominate it, yet somehow every eye finds you. It's in the way you listen instead of speaking, the calm intensity in your gaze, the energy that doesn't beg but pulls. Silent seduction is about presence. It's about not being desperate for attention because you already have your own. When you stop chasing, you become the one they chase. When you stop trying to convince them, you become the one they try to understand. And people are always drawn to what they don't fully understand. Carry yourself like you know your worth. Smile less often, but mean it when you do. Move slower, speak softer. Let them lean in to catch your words. When you stop doing too much, you become the one they can't get out of their head. That's the art of silent seduction. It's not about how much you give, but how much you hold back. Number 2, the no validation rule. One of the most magnetic things you can do is stop giving constant validation. Don't feed their ego. Don't compliment every outfit. Don't reply instantly to every text. Not because you're cruel, but because you know how to keep your power. When you stop handing out approval like it's candy, people start valuing it more. They begin to question themselves. Did they notice me? Do they like me? That uncertainty is what creates obsession. Too much validation kills the mystery. It makes you predictable, and predictability is the enemy of desire. You have to let them sit in that space of not knowing. Let them feel that slight discomfort. That's where attraction grows, in the gaps, in the tension, in the moments they don't get what they expect. Be kind, but not overly available. Be present, but not all the time. Make them wonder where you stand, and watch how fast they try to win your attention. Number 1, the final boss move. The ultimate power move? Do nothing. Let them realize on their own. When you're not chasing, when you're not forcing it, when you're just living your life as the best version of yourself, they start to see what they're missing. People don't fall in love because you convince them to. They fall in love when they convince themselves. And the only way that happens is when you give them the space to do it. So stop trying so hard. Stop overthinking. Stop worrying about whether they like you. Focus on being someone you like. Because at the end of the day, the person who is meant for you will find their way to you, not because you forced it, but because they couldn't imagine being anywhere else. Think about the strongest relationships you've seen. Did they happen because one person chased relentlessly? Or did they happen because both people naturally gravitated toward each other? That's the difference. Let them come to you. Let them realize on their own that they can't live without you. That's how real love begins. So now that you've seen how powerful it is to attract someone without even trying, which of these tips do you think makes the biggest difference? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, Attraction Alchemist, for more amazing content. Thanks for watching.